Check, check, mic check. Perfect, okay. Hello. Alrighty, we have both of the players here, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. We have Grrn on a Defender's Kingpin Dual. The list should be on screen for everyone's viewing pleasure. And then we also have Dutch, the Canadian Mad King of Jank, as I like to call him, on the his Wide Hydra list. So thanks for joining me, everyone, tonight. My name is Sweepy. I do occasional streams and everything else. And it looks like we're gonna see priority kick off here. Let me go ahead and just put streamer view on already. Turn those timers off so we can see the priority roll. Um, so Dutch will be taking that first priority, which is pretty good for him, I would think. And it looks like I have the list kind of backwards. So Dutch's list, I'm gonna move these while I'm thinking about it. So these are a little bit more understandable. Um, Dutch is, I would say, like the inventor of the Wydra list. So he likes to play this list incredibly wide and incredibly aggressively. So you will be seeing a lot of attacks coming out from him and a lot of positioning. And then we have like I think a super interesting matchup into it with uh the Kingpin and the very popular like Doctor Strange Defenders list right now. This is not Doctor Strange with a soul gem, so it is a little bit different. We're gonna zoom over. So they're talking about that first priority role. I will leave the camera over top of these for now so we can kind of see that those decisions coming out. So it looks like Dutch has elected to select from the reds here, opting for scrolls, which now means his blues or his secures will come out. And it looks like we're seeing, I believe that would be riots and infinity. So we'll be playing on infinity and scrolls. I don't know why the deal at the top is wrong. So we are on infinity and scrolls. Oh, I don't want to toggle telecasting. I'm gonna untoggle that. My apologies, everyone. Just getting back into the streaming of this. Cole, I see you in the chat. Are my levels good? Weird. All right, and now Dutch does get the option to actually no, he would have had to pick table edge before this, so looks like we're also playing at 17. Awesome. And then hey, look at that. The crisis are now properly being displayed. So all right. I would imagine at 17 we're gonna see at least a 5 to 6 wide list from Dutch. I wouldn't be surprised to see something like both of the Barons, Arnim Zola, so that's 9 threat. Weapon X goes to 12, and then another 3 and a 2. And then yes, I played Grrn recently on his Kingpin list. I know he's a big Ironmonger believer, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that. And this is one of those times where I think he might want to go that Kingpin list. It's really wide for a secure shape for Grrn to play on. So I think Kingpin might be a little bit better here, but I could also see like that Portals coming into play a little bit as well. Portals could be pretty good on this B-shaped map to just kind of bridge the gap on his home side essentially. But he's got to be careful because I promise you we are going to see Dutch playing in a probably hyper, all right, we're already in hyper aggressive manner. So I'm going to go ahead and take these down, so those should be off of your screen, and we'll start to see what the players have elected to bring here. Yeah, I'm really not surprised by this. I'm gonna rotate the camera so Dutch is on the right side here. Uh, Holy moly. Yep, this is a very Dutch list. Oh, we got Warriors 3 on stream. Let's go. Um, so yeah, I would say a pretty traditional looking Kingpin list from Grrn, which I really do like from him. I think it's a very good list for him to be bringing here. Just trying to make sure that he's able to score out against the 6 bodies that we're seeing coming out from Dutch here. So for Dutch's side, we have Strucker, Arnim Zola, Zemo, Bob, Warriors 3, and Weapon X the Man. He's playing World Dom, Instant Recovery, I'm a Baron After All, Scientific Method, and Brace. And on the side for Grrn, we have we have Kingpin, Widow 2, Shang-Chi, Echo, and Ironmonger. Widow 2 is great right now. Cool, by the way. Fallback, No Mercy, Cruel Tutelage, Sacrifice, and Shadow Org, which I really like the inclusion of Shadow Org here. There's a lot of characters that, while on Dutch's side, do have range 2 attacks. I know bringing that Scientific Method, I believe that's a range 3 attack. Or it's a 2 attack. Okay. So we'll probably see that come into play at a later round to stay away from those longer range attacks from like the Zola, uh, probably from the Zemo spenders. I know Strucker shoots from range 3 for his normal gun. Uh, and Bob, of course. Maybe no missile would be nice. So we're seeing Bob deployed first for Dutch on that northern side, probably really just aiming to interact with that scroll, just kind of getting his 2 up there, or even just placing himself on that infinity formula. And we'll see, it looks like Kingpin going to this southern infinity formula on Grrn's side. Not surprising, we see Zemo come out. This cart is only size 2, so Zemo's going to be able just to run right on top of it. as that kind of safe grab on scrolls with those long movers. Um, I would not be surprised to see Ironmonger go, I was going to say, just on the other side here and just plan on holding down that point. He's also pretty safe to grab that center line scroll there. He's probably not going to take a whole lot of damage, being that he is that 6 HP DR1. He will be able to get a little cover while standing on the saloon and picking that up, provided he does not get shoved. Shang-Chi going front and center, which makes a lot of sense as well. Dutch putting his Strucker on that southern side. I imagine we'll see, yeah, I was going to say maybe a Widow over here, and then an Echo centered out potentially for Grrn. It is a little telling on Dutch's end. Where the Zola goes, the Weapon X will tend to follow. But we are seeing the Warriors 3. This is a new one from Dutch. I haven't seen from him quite yet, but I am really personally happy with like Warriors 3. I think they're a great model. And in a Wide Hydra style list where he wants to be attacking as many times as he can, the Warriors 3 tech Cole is probably just that he's going to get a couple of actions worth of attacks out. I don't think there's anything else other than he's 3 threat and has some solid attacks, which is all Dutch really looks for this. Dutch did tell me before this game his goal is to do something that I will not be able to predict in the game. So I'm going to be trying to predict a lot of what this man is doing. So we'll be able to see. Welcome to the chat, Nassie. So Grrn won that second priority, so he does get to go first here, which I'm not going to be surprised. Yeah, seeing this Widow go up, and she's got a relatively safe extract grab here, grabbing right here. That's a good call out there, Brady. He does have that stagger attack. Yep. Also, welcome to the chat, Brady. Howdy, howdy. Giving out that stagger would be so cool. Let's pull up this card. Yeah, so the Brander Hide Undersigger. What an attack name. Yeah, I mean, hey, giving that stagger out would be very funny. So we see the scroll roll from Grrn here as Widow picks this up. There we go. Might be experiencing just a little bit of lag. Does get pushed, so I will imagine she's gonna get pushed just straight into the horsey here. But I think Grrn is overall fine with this. You know, if she takes a hit, he can kind of elect to get enough power if he wants to do it properly, and then kind of walk back. Yes, Cole. I wouldn't fault anyone for reading those in the Swedish chef voice. And imagine, like I mentioned, we're probably going to see Bob just walk 2 times here, pick up this scroll, that way Ironmonger can't take it, and just end up being the tankiest extract carrier, basically, in the game. Ironmonger, not super easy to kill, even if you are Dutch trying to shoot him a bazillion times. So pretty normal activation from Bob here. We'll see him roll his scroll wrestling. Hey, welcome in the chat, Matt. Good to see you, first time chatter. And of course, on the 2 dice, as everyone knows, Bob will not get pushed by the scroll. He wrestled it so good. So now I think I would like to see, like a risky line would be Echo actually walking 2 times and picking up the Zemo scroll, but I think it makes most sense here just to kind of maintain parity with Echo. Grab this. It better not be your last time. I mean, even if she gets pushed here, not really the end of the world. No push. I think I would like to see her go. Yeah, I think I'd like to see her go down this side. And just kind of grab stealth and, you know, break line of sight behind that building. Makes her really hard to interact with and get that scroll from. Looks like we will see Mr. Baron Strucker, Mr. Pijamas, as I like to call him, probably start running towards Widow. I don't know if Dutch gets into 2, actually. I think his goal is actually probably to stay out of 2, so there's no martial artist. Oh, she doesn't even have martial artist. What's he trying to deny cover? What's size? Oh, it is a size 2 horsey. All right, so we'll see an energy attack coming out from Strucker here. Pretty good attack, pretty good block as well. So Strucker does have a reroll. I don't think Dutch will elect to take it. Doesn't look like he did. Just really wants to give that Incinerate out, which I think it makes a lot of sense. It is, cool. It is the same size as that truck from Friday. I plan on just making an entire map of all trucks that are size 3. That way you don't feel bad anymore. Gotta look out for you. Okay, so no damage coming through, but the Incinerate, I actually do think that's pretty big, and it looks like Grrn might have just passed here. So now we'll see Warriors 3 do a walk action, and they do have a range 3 attack. Looks like they're just electing to walk 2 times, and I'm guessing do strike 1 for Volstagg, which will let them make a 0 cost attack. I'm gonna imagine it's gonna be the Herdagander attack here, and they will punch Widow for 5 dice physical, and maybe get a stun. Being within range 2, though, of Strucker, it does give them a reroll here, which will be pretty good. So it'll be 5 dice, reroll 1 coming out. I will say I do think Grrn is playing it very intelligently and not choosing to walk forward at the moment with Ironmonger, just to avoid getting that early shot from Arnim Zola. Kind of just playing a little bit further back would be good. Pretty decent attack, very good defensive roll coming out from Widow. But now she is stunned and incinerated, so she is in a little bit of danger. What a good defensive roll. Because it's physical, so yeah, she's... Wow. Very good roll. Are we going to see an extract grab? Ooh, I do like this play from Grrn. While it is a little aggressive, Shang-Chi is very well defensive, or very well on the defensive side of things. And this will upset that parity, and Dutch will need to be a little bit careful. Let's see if that is... I think he could have made that if he just walked 2 times towards it. That is a size 2 trailer, much like the deal earlier. And it looks like, yeah, Shang-Chi will now get shot. Will not get his blanks, but will have cover here. I wonder if we see Dutch be a Baron and charge in, because he's almost certainly within charging range right now. What are we doing, Dutch? Yeah, so Dutch is gonna walk, and he's going to shoot Shang-Chi here, which is gonna be really good for him. He's gonna be able to get that scientific method off round 1 on Weapon X the Man, which is kind of the most important part of what's going on here. So right now, Shang-Chi blocking 2. Cover will not come into play here. Dutch sending 3, so 1 damage will go through onto Mr. Shang. Ooh. He is choosing to reroll. I think that is a tad bit spicy. Now sending 4. And he get... Oh, because he got the crit, so he gains the extra power. Very well. Well done. So now he's going to be able to donate 2 of his dollars, and we will be scientific methoding someone. I think he measured to be... he's definitely within range 3 of both of them, so I think he really does like putting scientific method on Weapon X the man here, even though Weapon X the man won't be able to use it right away, unless he opts to go and make a scientific Zemo. What do you think in the chat he should do? Tell me with your words, everyone. Weapon X Cole says, I agree. I mean, I think the whole idea of like Weapon X getting those bonus dice on an attack that counts your enemy's skull that's mystic is pretty good. Does he get bonus dice on this attack? Am I thinking correctly? Yep. Yes, he do. And now we just see Kingpin jockeying for some of that position. And we'll see Zemo, I bet, just, walk, grab this. And I think if Dutch does not get pushed here, he should take it to his north side. I think if he takes it down south, he's going to be overloading the south with extracts for Grrn. While Grrn's team might not be the most offensive, it is not unlikely, in my opinion, for maybe just giving the rerolls is what he's looking for. But I think that this might be able to let like an early Kingpin get a spender off after like a round or two. And these models are a little bit hard. Oh, ew! Don't do this in my chat. 1 second, I need to go ban a bot. Cole, if you have your mod powers up right now and wouldn't mind banning a bot for me. I know you're probably cooking right now. Yeah, that's right, I got the e-girl message. Mod you? I thought I had you modded. Swear I had you in the mod. Let me switch to mod view on my side monitor here. I apologize, everyone. I want to get this robot e-girl out of my chat. Yeah, only Cole gets sweet toes. This is true. All right, Cole, you have been modded. Yeah, and I will go ahead and I can actually ban while I'm looking at it. So that has been banned. I apologize, everyone. The e-girls have snuck into my stream. All right, did I miss anything important? No. Ironmonger walked onto his secure. He is now winning it. And we'll just see Weapon X the man, who has taken his damage from being scientifically methoded. And he's going to stand on this, which means he's going to be able to do a charge top of next round with an ESP leakage on it. So, potential to really put some good damage into this Ironmonger here. I know Ironmonger's a little bit tanky. Weapon X rips damage though. So looks like Grrn is reading through it, making sure he gets the methodology being applied here. Scoring wise, it should be 4-4 from what I'm seeing here. And priority should stay over with Grrn for a good chunk of this game, as I don't think he's going to be focused on trying to kill anything more than like extract carriers here. World Dom might be a little bit hard with Kingpin. Alrighty, so we're seeing the Infinity Formula power come through. Yeah, if he world doms, I will finish my drink. I have a raspberry and peach sour on my desk with me right now. My emotional support sour beer. And this one is actually a sour. It's not a quote fake sour like Muse Josh will make fun of me for. It's a real one. All right. So if I was in Gurn's position, I struggle to see who I would activate first with here. I would probably choose to go with Shang. Just getting him into the fight, I think, is important. He does have enough power to charge and displace some people. He's probably in charge range of Zemo. Yes, he is shocked, but at the same time, I don't think it's quite the end of the world. Does he have the remove condition one on this side? He does not. So I think charging, attacking Zemo, hitting him Mystic style so he can't Master Swordsman is probably a good call, and start working on chipping down some of the more important models here. I think you kind of leave Ironmonger to take the Weapon X activation early and see what goes from there. But at least getting Shang out of dodge would be a good call. Or you choose to get Black Widow, maybe just shooting someone 2 times with her pistol, because it got that auto rapid fire would be nice. What would you elect to do? Anyone in the chat? Also, welcome to the chat, Liberation. I apologize. I was dealing with the e-girls in my stream. Brady, if you are still here, what would you elect to do in this situation? Is my chat not showing up on screen? I think I might have accidentally deleted the chat function from my screen, so I apologize to anyone watching the VOD back. You will not be able to see chatting. Okay, yeah, I like that. What is the extract toss range? Is it 3? Yeah, so she could toss it back to King of Pins, and just pew pew someone. Hopefully, kill him real good. I like that call. Oh yes. And for those of you who don't know what the Kingpin leadership does, uh, it allows you to throw an extract, or you count as throw an extract to an ally who's not holding one, as long as the rule doesn't allow them to hold more than one. Uh, Within range 3, and you count as 2 healthy characters when contesting secures while you are healthy. So right now it would take almost all of Dutch's team to win this South secure that has Kingpin and Echo on it. Um, I don't hate that line. Nasty going with Bob and trying to get the extract off of him. In Gurn's case, just shooting Bob 2 times with Ironmonger probably gets that extract off of him. You could also probably look to shoot once, most likely get to the aggressive acquisition, but I don't know if he's quite within range 2. It's kind of hard to tell. Looks like we are seeing the the hidden flower under the leaves for Shang-Chi come out here. Probably Mystic targeting into Zemo. We'll know when we see the defense dice from Dutch. Yep, so it was, oh, maybe it was just a physical attack then, because Zemo does have that extra. Seeing 2 damage come in, only 1 block, so 1 damage will go through into Baron Zemo. And then I would imagine we'll see the. I would think you should go push and stun here, because you can always follow up with another one and then flow like water onto the point potentially. Looks like he's going to elect to do the inverse, which I think also makes sense, because then you get a better push angle away. This does mean that it is likely that Baron Strucker can go early, and he can do his fart cloud of Death Spore virus and poison both Shang and Widow, which is a little scary for the power economy over there for Grrn. Looks like we're punching again, and it was physical, so we will see a Master Swordsman from Grrn this time. Or is this? No, this would have been a Counter Strike. Sorry. Another damage onto Shang-Chi. So he is holding on by a thread here. So I think you really need to kind of push it a little bit with Mr. Shangathan. Can't play that card. I think Grrn's probably thinking about what to do now, which would make a lot of sense to me. Shang is pretty low on health here. He's liable to take about 5 attacks if he doesn't daze Zemo here. He'll be taking probably close to 7 if he does, or if he doesn't daze Zemo, which is a lot. Shang is probably going to kick some dirt here, uh, unless he gets some really good defensive rolls and Dutch struggles to get those offensive rolls off. But I mean, provided Shang lives, as of right now, he is technically winning, or he's tying that secure with both of those models, which is at least nice. Uh, Looks like we are seeing another attack, just a wild and a hit. So as of right now, Dutch is blocking it all. Yeah, Dutch will block it all, kind of no issue. I think you still want to probably push away someone this time around. I would probably be looking at pushing away that Warriors 3, just so they have to make at least one walk action so they're not able to triple tap someone. Looks like Grrn is going to elect to push Strucker out of there, get him gone, which I think also makes sense, trying to deny that double poison puff. So that will complete Shang. Looks like we are going to be going with Warriors 3 first. They will spend 2 power. And it looks like they'll be using Strike 1 for Volstagg, so they can do a Herndungarder. I don't know how it's properly pronounced, and I apologize, everyone. Into Shang. Actually, it looks like they did the other attack. The Fimbuldragger. No Pierce trigger. Good block from Grrn. Shang lives. What a cool guy. Shang will now be spending 2 and doing Dragon Chases Its Tail and throwing them out, which I think this is a great cause for this. Throw them into the cactus, deal a damage, delete a cactus. Anything little here, just kind of stack that damage up. We'll zoom into the cactus here. It's a very important cactus. Definitely would hit where that shadow lies, and this is why it's important to always make sure we talk about these things before a game. These are 2 players that I know are just gonna be fine with the outcome either way. Which I do like this from Grrn, just getting things out of here. Am I missing something here? Was that not Warriors 3 activation? It has to have been, right? They can't do the goofy thing. Yeah, reactive Sizeless Throw. It's a very reasonable ability that reasonable characters have. Shang-Chi, a reasonable guy. Are you trying to tell me he's not? Truth be told, so excited for him to eat a small nerf. He's had it coming. Welcome everyone to the chat. What's up, Vodka? How are you doing, buddy? We're gonna see I'm a Baron after all, so Dutch is going to gain 2 power as it is round 2. He's probably immediately going to send 2 power, and he will be doing the legendary Zemo climb charge and punching Echo. So denying that cover inside of her beautiful, beautiful stealth, and Echo has Death Dancer, so maybe Dutch gets a whole lot of crits here. Unfortunate. So as of right now, Grrn definitely blocking it all. Even with a Zemo reroll, no damage will come through. That being said, he gets to give a bleed out, gets to heal a damage, which is probably just as good. Hi Toast. Hey, Mr. Jeff. And then we have first time chatter J Deaton 70. I don't know who that could be. Um, and we'll definitely, yeah, we'll see Zemo walk back onto the point here, and just kind of hang out. Um, I'm trying to figure out, did I miss something with the Warriors 3 where how did they get that counter strike? I don't think that was supposed to be the counter strike. Maybe it was. I mean, oh, maybe Shang punched them, didn't deal any damage, and then pushed Strucker and then threw them on their counter strike. Okay, I think I missed that. There we go. I figured it out, everyone. Don't worry. Uh, don't know what we're seeing here. Looks like probably a gunshot into Bob from what I'm gathering right now. Awesome. Gunshot into Bob goes swimmingly. Bob dies. Get fucked, Bob. Um, and it looks like Mr. Awesome Ironmonger will pick this up. If he doesn't get pushed, he can just pop back a little bit. No push. Oh, hell yeah. I think you just like pop back here and you hide and you make silly scientific method Weapon X the Man sad. Because now he's only going to get to do one attack into you, and you're still going to win the secure, and you're going to have priority. I love this play. This is wonderful play. Real G's do move in silence like lasagna. This is true. We are going to see Weapon X the Man walk. We're going to see him spend $2 dues and do a another legendary climb charge. Legendary climb charge. And he will punch. Yeah, we're gonna do the ESP leakage attack. So that is 7 dice Mystic into Ironmonger. And he would count the skulls of Grrn if Grrn rolled any skulls. So like as of right now, Ironmonger would be taking 3 after his DR. He does have dollars for onboard tactical. Looks like he's just electing to not reroll, which I think is a perfectly reasonable thing to do here. Yeah, that is true. I'll zoom in and I will show. This map has a lot of really cool Easter eggs that I'll show shortly when there's a little bit of a lull in the action. Um, but yes, under Weapon X the Man, as Brady has said, we have Logan. And I believe in this one we have is Sabretooth in this? I think in the sheriff's office slash jail where he belongs because he's a criminal. Um, and it looks like Grrn is going to be electing to go with Black Widow here, which makes a whole hell of a lot of sense. Probably just going to be shooting into the boys 3, sending 2. Looks like we're blocking 1 as of right now, blocking 2, 0 damage, which I think is probably pretty solid. And we do the auto rapid fire here. Sabretooth is actually not a criminal. Sabretooth has murdered many people. Um many people. Awesome. The follow-up rapid fire from Grrn here into Warriors 3, sending 4 damage this time, getting 3 through. Awesome. And now looks like because Dutch is out of range for the clapback, but he could choose to Grim Resolve. Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna see a Grim Resolve and probably spend 2 for My Steel Shall Strike for thee. Yes, Warriors 2 or Warriors 3 could get 2 crackbacks here. This is true. But after the first one, Dutch could probably choose to Parting Shot away. Or Grrn could choose to. Sorry, not Dutch. So I think the most we'll see is probably 1. think I'm parsing through that correctly. Blocking none because she doesn't have cool martial artist, and he's only sending 2. So she'll take 2. She will get a bleed, so he's gonna heal 2 here actually with leadership. After this is all said and done. And then we will see the parting shot come out to deny that second gunshot, or that second sword stab, turkey leg slap, whatever you want to call it, from the Warriors 3. And we'll probably just see Black Widow go park her little butt on the back of this point. He does get another movement, so no, he would be able to get, no, you're right, yeah, so he would be able to Grim Resolve only off of the second one. Let me double check. I'm gonna scroll back up here because I don't think he dealt damage on the first attack. So yeah, he didn't deal damage on the first attack. He was only sending 1 hit, and there were or he was only sending 2, he blocked 2. And then the second one is what actually spiked the damage in. So now Warriors 3 gonna take a climb. They're gonna jump up here. They're gonna stab. Probably with that really cool spender that we were talking about earlier. I mean, they could actually spend 2 here, attack, and then do it. But we'll be seeing Branderhide Undersinger into King of Pins. So this adds the threat. So this will be an 8 dice physical attack, where if he rolls Wild Skull, he will be able to give a stagger to Kingpin, which would be pretty unfortunate. Oh my god, he's so close. He's got a reroll. Okay, so are we gonna see this on stream immediately? That would have been so funny. That would have been so funny. Holy moly. So we'll see 4 damage coming out. Looks like Grrn will block all of it by just spending $1. No stagger, no fun for Dutch. Get punked on, nerd. Am I thinking correctly that he could have climbed, spent 2, and then done that? Or am I misthinking through this? He had 5 power, would have gone down to 3. Yeah, but you just used the gainer, and you could have gotten 2 attacks technically. Probably not the end of the world. We are 2-2 activations left. I would imagine you just go with Kingpin, and you walk 2 times, and you go hang out here. And just throw Zemo's punk ass off of the point. Very easy play. Unlikely that Strucker's going to be able to drop a Kingpin in 1 gunshot from full health, even without the coolness. So I think this is probably a really good time for Grrn to, I mean, you could even throw the Warriors 3 out of dodge, just really make them just tax them with more move actions. I think would be perfectly reasonable. And then, Echo just kind of gets to chill. She could probably do the legendary climb attack that everyone else has been doing this round. Probably gets 2 damage into Warriors 3. Even able to shoot them with the range 4 gun, give no cover. Because it doesn't allow mods. A lot of really good options here for Grrn. Anyone in the chat have a line they think would be really cool that they're seeing? Well, we have once again another lull. Just throw Strucker and stagger him. Yeah. I mean, I like that too. That is also a good call out, Mr. Nobility. While we have this little bit of a lull. There he is. The fucking criminal. Also, how are you doing tonight, Jeremy? I haven't spoken to you for a little bit. even though you bullied me the other day. Good. I oof. I look forward to your next stream, Jeremy, just so I can sit on the couch with my son and he can shoot his mind bullets at your stream. Oh, hell yeah. He'll be ready. Hell yeah. He's gonna use his God-given mutant powers. While they are thinking, I'm going to take just a small bit of time here to plug some local events in the Midwest that are coming up soon. We have Bugeater, which I believe is the first weekend in June. This is an event hosted by the Witty Banter Group. They are out of Omaha, Nebraska. Great guys. I would strongly recommend going to Bugeater. It was a great time last year when I went. And then we also have KennedyCon in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. It is hosted in Kennedy High School. It is a fundraiser for the local esports team. Marvel Crisis Protocol is being played on Sunday. It is a singles 1 day event. So please show up, come on out. I am trying to get to at least one of these two. It'll probably be more likely that I go to KennedyCon as it is a little bit closer and it does not compete with the following weekend after Squad Goals. Quick shout out to Squad Goals. Squad Goals is going on May 30th, May 31st. I believe teams are all filled up, but if you want on, get onto that wait list. It would be a wonderful time to do so. I think there are a few teams who are probably looking for a third. Don't be shy. Come say hi to people. Come try to be that third person. It would be a good time. I don't know what you just said in my chat, Deaton. But all I'm seeing is asterisks, and I want you to know I will not tolerate negative language. Oh, you're posting event links? Oh, to the stuff I'm talking about. You're so kind. Let me actually allow this. Sorry. You're helping. I have all links banned, so let me go ahead and DM them to me quickly on Discord. I will post them really quick. I have our chat open in Discord, as it is just auto-modding you away. I could mod him. This is also true. I don't think my tiny yeah, confirmed e-boy e-girl hater. This is true. I do not want those fucking bots in my chat. Um, there you go. Okay, so the first one is KennedyCon. The second one is Bugeater. I assume if you are watching this, you are probably privy to the knowledge about where to find links to squad goals. If not, go to I think it's www.squadgoals.com. Squadgoalsmcp.com. There we go. www.squadgoalsmcp.com. And there will be stuff there. I don't know what the discussion is about here. Let me check this. Grrn had to take care of something. So we are on a small pause here. Mod you. I might just put a poll up and see if you deserve mod. Let's put it to a poll. I'm about to trust Twitch chat. Joke's on everyone. I don't fucking know how to put a poll up. Maybe giving him power is not the case. You might be right, Mr. Toast. You might be right. Alrighty, everyone. I will mod you, Mr. Jacob Deaton. Alright. We now have 2 whole mods. Look at us. We're so cool. I'm trying to think if there's any other. There is another Easter egg on this map. Where is it? Is it in the pawn shop? No. I just remember deleting something else and there's another model hiding. Not in here. Welcome to what we do while the game is paused. Hmm. Brady, can you have power so you can immediately abuse it? No. Uh, I have to give it to just the Iowa boys. Uh, Deaton Luck strikes again. I mean, I can unmod you. You know that is always an option, right? Like it is a legal choice. I can just say, let's unmod you. Uh, it the Brightons play his birthday. They do. You know what? It would be the. I think the funniest timeline would be unmod Deaton and mod Jeremy. But no, that's you know what? Before I finish this, it would be funny, but Jeremy would just ban all of my chat so he can take all the viewers. I'm on to you, J Bombs. I'm on to you. Uh, I mean, until I get like my Guardians models, Deaton, like I don't think I can unmod you and mod Toast immediately after. But like in a couple of weeks, on the whims of depending on how many beers I've drank, definitely in the cards. Definitely in the cards. Uh, I don't know why you all want to be modded in this chat. There's really no. The upside is you can ban all the e-girls and e-boy bot spammers. Uh, and the downside is I ask you to do things while I'm streaming. You can always just say no. Um, it's giving pick me. I mean, look, long story short, if Toast and Deaton are ever offered one thing and the other isn't, they instantly both become pick me's. And I firmly believe that. Oh, so many lines. I think Grrn is likely to go up here. Probably what 6 points. So he'll go probably three extracts, assuming Echo doesn't get like exploded somehow. And he's almost certainly going to end up taking this Southern Secure that Dutch has with just Zemo. He's currently winning it, but I'm assuming we're going to see Strucker walk onto it, and probably that's it for Strucker. Maybe shoot Chang one time and fail to do damage. Maybe deal damage. I don't know. I am not able to see the future. Let's check, see if Dutch has messaged me. I think that's fair. I think something Grrn needs to be cognizant about is how he chooses to go up here. He does have three models who are pretty injured. The second they flip, Gurn's mouse is moving, so we might not need to vamp anymore. So the second they flip, it's you know a little bit harder for him to score over the abundance of models. So maybe it's worth it to try to get that last two damage with Echo into the Warriors 3. And just try to drop them. They're gonna wake up with spender money. I think at that stage, I apologize, everyone. So that is something to just keep in mind. We're seeing a lot of mouse movements down here in the south, so we're probably discussing how Sabretooth is a criminal inside of the jail. I mean, that's the only thing that I can think that they would be talking about. It would be kind of a baller move to go early next round with Ironmonger, kill stupid Weapon X the Man, and just laugh straight to the bank as you win that side of the board because Bob is he's gonna noob tube you, but you can just Shadow Org at the top of next round, which would be kind of sick. So yeah, looks like Grrn is going to go with Kingpin here. I do think we'll see him walk to the edge of this horse. He'll say, "Giddy up, partner," and hop onto this secure with his boy Shang-Chi. Not quite in range 2. I don't think he can get within range 2. Maybe he could have if he just went a little bit further forward with Kingpin. And he's electing to actually not throw someone. I think he probably should have thrown Zemo off, or even potentially thrown Warriors 3 as he was walking and just kind of stagger them. Because it's a great throw. Looks like we're seeing an attack come in from Strucker. So far, Kingpin blocking 2. I wonder if he's in range 2 for cover. Kind of looks like he's out. I mean, I'm assuming he's out because I feel like Kingpin would have thrown. Sending 3, blocking a total of 2, but can spend 1 to block 3. Looks like that's a really good attack coming out for Mr. Strucker. Sending 5 so far. Sending 7. Kingpin blocking 1 and taking, probably going to, oh, that was into Shang. I lied. I assumed that was into Mr. Shang-Chi. I was silly, everyone. I think that's fine. I mean, you're gonna go up pretty well on points here. Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. Honestly, Jacob. Uh okay, so we'll probably see uh looks like, I'm guessing this is an attack from Echo into the boys on top of the roof. Not a stellar attack from Echo. An okay block, no cover, so they'll take 1. They could choose to aggressive here. I don't really know if they will, but they might, just so they can get the heal. Maybe go for the Fimbledrogger for the counter strike instead. Yep, just electing to go for the Fimbledrogger. I think this is fine. I think just rolling these numbers of dice is what Dutch wants to be doing with this list. That's that's blocking 3 on Echo with cover, sending 4 on Dutch. I think electing not to take the cover, or possibly forgetting about the cover here. So that's a little unfortunate for Grrn, but he did just get back from dealing with some stuff, so he might have just forgotten. I mean, I think you can do the spend 2, kind of like just walk up and stab him. Yeah, because it looks like they're out of range 2 here. What are we doing here? Just throwing another 4-die attack here into them. Looks like it's going to get 2 through. That will daze them. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. She'll take a bleed damage at the end of that activation, though, which kind of sucks. That is pretty rough. And then, yeah, we'll see Dutch finish by just marching Zola over to the barn. Maybe the barn is where the other character is. Maybe that's what I'm forgetting. And he's just going to get him into rerolls range, so this will make some of the attacks coming out from Dutch here a little bit potentially stronger. Sorry, I have to check. Uh-oh, Zola just doing a kickflip. There we go. One of the beauties and horrors of playing on TTS is all of the slanted roofs and finding areas you can legally stand that you probably would not be able to in real life. So we should see Grrn go to 10 VPs here, and we should see Dutch go up to 6. So Grrn now within grasping range if he has another pretty solid scoring based round to kind of run away with it, and Dutch needs to gain a little ground. That being said, Dutch has a pretty substantial lead on attrition here, having dished out close to, what is that, 14 damage versus the 8 that he's received. Warriors 3 just yo-yoing their health back and forth, which has been pretty solid. I would say of the rounds, this is the round most likely that we should be on World Dom Watch this round. Round 3, World Dom Watch, everyone. Dutch is gonna do something crazy and try to World Dom here. Mark my words. Mark them. Grrn does have priority. I think it's important for Grrn to try to equalize at least one of these settings and take away an activation. And I do think Ironmonger into Weapon X the Man is probably the way to go. Ironmonger's got enough dollary dues for a spender with some rerolls. He can actually do it twice, which is pretty solid. Even just getting the throw would be really good here. We might be seeing some spending 2 here. What are we doing? Just a normal gunshot. Or am I missing something? What is going on? I see. Oh yeah. So he's shooting into Weapon X the Man. He's currently sending 3. Looks like he had spent probably gonna spend 2 here for was it Cruel Tutelage? No, it wasn't Cruel Tutelage. Sending 5 now. So he just gets it, which is awesome. I think it's really important to get that kill, provided this single reroll from Zola doesn't convert. Does not convert. So he gets the days on Weapon X the Man. I think this is super important. What did we see the first 2 power spent for? Was it Shadow Org? He would have put tokens down. Zola just did a kickflip. I don't know if everyone else just saw that. For science. Oh, okay. Thank you, Brady. I was like, I'm missing something and I can't figure out what it is. I appreciate you. Maybe I should mod Brady for knowing all the things. Brady, knower of things. So yep, we're gonna see, I would imagine, a Weapon X activate, or not a Weapon X, a Warriors 3 activation here. Or we could potentially just see a Zemo activation where he does a climb and then maybe a spender. I don't think he's in charge spender range of Echo at this moment. I do think a Warriors 3 activation where they just decide to throw 2 to 3 attacks, I think would be pretty solid here, just to kind of start getting that damage pumped out more. Especially If you just get one, it kind of turns those bleeds into staggers on Echo. If you get two onto Black Widow by doing a walk and attacking, turns that bleed into a stagger as well. She's also feeling pretty hurt right now. Both of these models are. Um, you really kind of want to hope to one-shot Black Widow, which is a little bit. I think that's within the question right now, just because she's incinerated, she's bleeding, she's stunned, she's hurting. So we'll see spending two. We're going to be putting the range ruler down. Looks like we're going to be electing to shoot Widow here with, I would imagine, Herdegrunder. Yeah, we're seeing a pretty solid roll coming out from Dutch, and unfortunately Grrn got two skulls, so he can't mod one of those into another success. But he will only take one. He is going to receive a stun, which is really unfortunate. We'll probably see a second attack going out into her. I would love to see a fallback here from Grrn. I think that would be a pretty solid play, just to get her outside of range 3 potentially. I don't know if she can quite get out, but it would be nice to just see those range rulers drop down just to check. Let's see what Mr. Dutch is electing to do. He's got a grip of power. The problem is he can't spender and pick it up here if he really wants to go for the guarantee on the KO or the days. He's electing to go for it, so he's choosing to not be able to pick up the spender or the extract potentially. Grrn looking at No Mercy. No Mercy doesn't do anything here. Double checking all of his cards. I think you just let her eat it here. I like both of the guys back there have extracts, so there's not a great line for sack unless you're really expecting this to do no damage. It's a 7-die spender coming out from Dutch, and kind of a big whiff. Still enough at this point to get Echo, but this would have been one of those wonderful times. For oh, this did go. Did this go into Agent Shield? It must have. Must have gone into Agent Shield. Wow. I thought that would have been a spender into Echo, just to try to get both of them down. I mean, maybe your hope is that Zemo can go pick them both up. Maybe. Hmm. All right, Dutch. You win the DM bet. Then you have done something that I did not expect. I'm gonna be picking your brain about this one after the game. Yeah, no, I agree. I think you just aim to kill Zemo here. Shang-Chi's got a pretty solid chance of killing that Zemo. He's no longer shocked. I mean, you also have a 4-power Kingpin, which means you can punch him, drop a spender afterwards, and throw him. He does have brace, but pressuring the brace is solid right now. I really think you just go with, yeah, you go with either Kingpin or honestly go with Shang here. Uh, punch him with your normal punch. Make it probably just make it Mystic style so he can't master Swordsman, and then go from there. Hit him with a dim mock even. Choosing to go with Echo here, do a, I believe, charge and a spender. I mean, charge double spender with Echo is a solid option still. Or no, this is not the charge spender. This is just the charge gunshot, not within range 3. So he doesn't get his thing. Zemo takes 1 whole damage. And then I think Echo just walks back. Can't really stay out there. Zemo will charge spender you. And she has to clear her Oh, okay. I like this. Get the extract over to Kingpin. Now it doesn't really matter if you go into Echo, which kind of means Dutch has to do a charge spender into Black Widow. I still think personally I would have tried to go for a kill here. But I understand why Gurn is just passing that extract over. It makes a whole lot of sense. Now if Zemo doesn't get this daze, he's which he even still can't pick up the extract, which I think is great. What are we doing here? Punching someone? I don't know who's being punched. I'm assuming Zemo is going and punching someone. Kingpin, it looks like, and he is electing to take 0 whole damages and get bled. Zemo will heal $1 or heal a power. But now Zemo can't really do anything. He can maybe run away long. I think Echo just elected to not shoot him again. Dutch with a huge attack. Gurn will inure some of that damage. Looks like 2 being blocked, casual 7 being sent. DR1, take 4. And now, basically all of the southern side of the map has been activated for uh, Dutch here. So I think it makes a whole lot of sense as Gurn to just hammer down, try to kill someone here. Gurn with a huge spender. That is a lot of damage. Zemo blocking 2. Again, I'm assuming this is into Zemo, as he's holding that extract here. Uh, oh, it's into Strucker. Okay, nice. Staggers him, throws him. Strucker in the wind. Goodbye, Strucker. You are gone. See you later. And then I think, I mean, what do we do here? What if we are Gurn? What do we do here? Do we just pass the extract over to Shang-Chi at this stage? Looks like we're grabbing some more dice. We're gonna punch Zemo now, I would imagine. Unless he's giving a cane laser out. Hey, we're just headbutting Mr. Zemo with our big Kingpin head. Looks like we're seeing a counter strike. This is unlikely to deal a whole lot of damage. Yeah, you just spend $1, only take 1, and I really do think you just pass the extract over to Shang. Or throw Zemo works too. I think passing the extract to Shang makes a whole lot of sense, just so Shang can choose to disengage with Strucker if Strucker doesn't come over right away, and then it's unlikely that Strucker can really do a whole lot. I mean, you can throw the horse at him. I think he's just gonna spend a money and play brace at that stage, and I think you're probably more likely just to want to take the throw and getting someone further away. Think we're gonna see the noob tube here. Think we're about to see Bob do a war crime. Looks like Dutch is considering some options here. The scary thing for Dutch is if he doesn't daze Ironmonger here, he probably just loses. Uh, in Ooh, yeah. Okay, so we'll see. I think that's the spender coming out here from Mr. Arnim Zola. So he'll be able to advance him. I imagine we're gonna end up seeing a fallback off of this. Uh, just to keep him from being advanced into noob tube range. Which is why I kind of think we should have seen Shadow Org come out just to stop some of these control-y big splashy attacks come. Good news is I believe that's a size 4 building, so Grrn should at least be blocking 2, and then it's DR1, so he's taking 1 at most. But I think you probably want to play fallback here. And because of the way they go, yes, you're probably not going to be on the point, but at least you're not going to be in double tap range from Bob here, which I guess Bob could have probably Hydra Tactics shot and then noob tubed. But you're probably going to eat a Bob noob tube here, which is fine. Maybe you just fall back that. Just removing 2 conditions here with Widow, which is fine. I think that's perfectly fine. We'll see Hydra Tactics come in. Bob will probably I would imagine he's just gonna try to double tap him. You're not gonna be able to pick the extract up if you go with noob tube, so this is a bit of a dicey situation for Dutch. He needs this attack to go well. I don't think that's well enough. We'll see how the crit turns out for both of them. Looks like Grrn's did not convert. Dutch's did, so he's still only going to take 1 damage unless Zola donates a power and he converts it. Just waiting on this conversion here. Does not convert, so it will still take 2 attacks if he wants to try to kill Ironmonger. I don't know. Did Grrn use his Ironmonger rerolls there, or is it only once per turn? Only once per turn. So yeah, I imagine we'll see Ironmonger rerolls come out on this one if needed. Blocks it all, keeps it. I mean, now we're in a situation where if Shang-Chi dazes Zemo, that is still game. And we have all of the cards still from Grrn, so we could easily see some pretty interesting things here. I think you go into Zemo 2 times. And you're pretty likely, I think, to kill him with a Mystic Punch into a Dim Mak. And yeah, I think you just go into Zemo 2 times here. Strucker is staggered, so he's at most getting 1 attack. What are we measuring for? You're winning that point, buddy. Just kill the Zemo. I believe in you. Kill him so dead. Yep, he's outside of 3, so at most he's going to get to walk slightly closer to the point. Looks like we're maybe just checking to see if we can punch Warriors 3. I don't really think, or maybe push them off the point. I don't really think you need to. You're already winning it, but, you know, always good to check those things. Pretty solid attack from Shang-Chi, looks like, into Zemo. Zemo blocking 1, taking 3. Oof. It's a big oof. And then I think we'll probably just, I think you just, now you kind of have to punch him again. Just to make sure you have the power for it. Okay. Interesting. So it looks like Grrn will go up 5 VPs here. From what I'm seeing, yeah, it looks like about 5 VPs. We'll see Strucker shake his stagger, do his walk, get within 2, I suppose. Ooh. Spend $2 dues and we fart. So now Kingpin has a poison and Echo has a poison, which does suck a little bit. We are on a knife's edge over here. But I think all Grrn really has to do is go try to tuck one of those extracts away. But yeah, 15-8 going into round 4. World Dom Watch is ended for that round, so no World Dom. We made it through, everyone. Made it through the world domination. So we'll see Grrn retain his priority here, and be able to probably make the relatively safe play here. I think you can just who's the safest? Who is the safest extract carrier? Shang-Chi. I think you'd probably just pass one to Shang. You have him or you just have Shang charge and kill Zemo, or you do this and suddenly all of your your tooths are somewhat stealthy. Super stealthy. Some you gotta be within range 2 of me stealthy, which I think is solid. So like as of right now, Bob probably can't noob tube Ironmonger. The only one who can attack him is Weapon X the Man. So like you could, I think like right now you need to elect to go with someone for extract control. So going with Ironmonger and just walking to the opposite side of the board. Yes, a lot has happened since you've been gone, Cole. Since you've been gone. Do a little hippity hoppity. But you're still in Zemo range. You're still in Warriors 3 range here. So I think, yeah, if he's looking to do this, he's gonna get Ironmonger the fuck out of Dodge, get on top of the sheriff's building, and probably pass this extract over to Shang. Shang is very safe here. And now Shang can just spend $1 and play Sacrifice, so he's only going to be attacked once, most likely, and be fine. This leaves 3, 6, 8 threat for Dutch sitting on the north side, and Ironmonger has just chilled this whole game. He's been hanging out next to the saloon with his best buddy, Logan, the Wolverine, not Weapon X, the Man. So it's a pretty good situation here for Grrn. Grrn just needs one of these extract carriers to live, or he just needs Echo to live and go stand on a secure, which is not a super huge ask. Echo with her super stealth and Ironmonger with his super stealth right now, although he's not contesting anything, make them rather unassailable. I have no clue. what I would be doing as Dutch. You really need your probably go with Zemo and do a charge Master Swordsman into someone, uh, and basically start praying. Warriors 3 is probably just going to clean up Black Widow over here, which is fine. It's not the end of the world to lose Black Widow. But yeah, I think if you don't go with Zemo, Zemo is liable to just eat a charge attack from Shang-Chi and be dead, or you just go the opposite way with Shang-Chi and you punch Mr. Pyjamas and kill him. Definitely a rough position for Dutch to be in. I don't think you can be spending actions into Ironmonger here. It's not really progressing the game state, which is unfortunate. I mean, I think it has to be Zemo into Shang. You have to take out who is most likely to be able just to run away with the extract here. Um, if you don't, like I mean, Black Widow can just choose to walk away 2 times, and then you're chasing her anyways. Um, I think you really have to go Zemo into Shang and kind of pray that the first attack doesn't get just sacked into Ironmonger. That there's like I hate to say like you almost have to hope that there's a blunder. Which is not a great position to be into because if you don't kill Shang, Shang will just walk away. And with Shang walking away 2 times, Strucker's not getting to him. The Warriors 3 aren't getting to him. Logan or Weapon X the Man, Arnim Zola, Bob, none of these models are able to get within killing range. And you're basically living on a dream. The other side of that is if you don't kill someone like Echo and, Kingpin or an Echo finds a way to get an extract, she can double walk to the corner and you're in the same exact position. There's just so many outs here. Grrn has done a great job to set up this end game. I think he probably could have won it last round if he had just gone into Zemo 2 times, but sometimes when you're playing these types of games, these types of decisions can be clouded. And I think the downside to that, if he doesn't get the kill on Zemo, is maybe a little bit worse. I don't know. Like I mentioned earlier, I can't see the future, so I can't tell if that would have worked perfectly. Um, gotcha. So it looks like we're seeing an attack into Echo. Maybe. Great start if this is into Echo. 2 crits and a crit on the opposing side means Echo is blocking 4 right now. Which is really unfortunate. Dutch only sending 4. And that looks like a charge spender. Yeah, charge spender. So now Zemo will walk to here. I is Dutch, are you just setting up for World Dom right now? Jesus Christ, Dutch. Dutch is just setting up for World Dom, everyone. This man's, I swear. He's going to try to take out Black Widow. He's going to assume that Grrn will vacate the points to win the game, and then he's going to flip World Dom and claim the moral victory. Don't give it to him, Grrn. Kill Strucker. Yeah, Dutch or not Dutch. Grrn is gonna fall back here, which I think is perfectly fine. Uh, with what recal? There's no recal. Yeah, just say if there was a recal this game, I feel like it would have already been played. There was a huge offensive spike earlier that I think would have been very well suited for. Just to kind of reduce some of it. But I think, again, this is one of those times where it's perfectly understandable to do this play. Oh, Dutch. Dutch, you silly, silly man. So now all Dutch has to do is pick up all of the extracts. In theory, if Grrn only escapes with one extract, World Dom and scoring 3 scrolls and 4 secures can get him the win. If that happens, we will never hear the end of it from Dutch. I just want to vocalize that for everyone. Dude, did that not kill Widow? Okay, no, she should just take a damage here. I just think they might have forgotten to put the damage on her. But yeah, I think Echo just walks, picks that up, and gets the hell out of Dodge. Also, while maybe just charging Zemo and killing him. Yeah, everyone's gonna find a new game if Dutch gets off a world dom here. I agree. This is a very precarious situation. Yep, so we're seeing Echo go. She is going to run on over. I don't think you attack here. Maybe, unless you can get out of 3. I can't. Let me rotate. I don't think he gets out of 3 with the attack. Grrn just checking to see if he's gonna get fully out. I think he'll be pretty much out. I mean, I think Warriors 3 can walk, and slap one time. I don't quite think he's in move charge range if he gets on like this side of the extract. The range 3 oh, that's a good call out. That is a good call out, Brady. Echo looks like she is charging. Because this is a scroll, so that does mean, like, if he fails the scroll pickup, he can get pushed closer to either of these models. But we're seeing Cruel Toots. We love Cruel Toots. Cruel Toots is great. I'm not seeing any more power spend, so I think this is just going to be the no mods attack. Uh-oh. Well, he's sending 3 right now. This is sending 4, so this actually still kills. Because he's going to convert 2 of his dice with those crits. Echo the god. What a fucking god. Oh no, she's staggered, everyone. And then don't forget to drop the actual scroll, please and thank you. God, Echo is so cool. What a cool fucking model. Goddamn. Whoa. Don't forget to drop this. So this scroll should be coming off of this guy. And I think that now probably cinches it a little bit more. Maybe. I think they're probably talking through if it's possible for Dutch to come back. Playing with Dutch enough, I know that he likes to, like, after a certain point, he knows if he's got. We have called GG. I'm going to go rejoin the boys and have a little post game. Hello. Not a whole lot. We had I thought it was World Dom Watch last round, and it turns out it was actually World Dom Watch this round. Oh,
Can deal
To Kingpin. You walk
to
on there.
Kingpin.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
I walk up here. I spend into Kingpin, and then Bob chills out over here. Zola sits here, and it's like then Dom, which would put me up to 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then assume with the kill on Kingpin, I pick up his extract. Assuming Zemo survives, I get his extract,
Right.
and then I score up another 6,
Mm-hmm.
and all he's got gets is the 1, and then we're tied at 16 apiece going into the next round
Yeah.
with me having 3 of the extracts. This one being out here in the middle of nowhere, and Weapon X
Weapon
all the
X
way
might
over here,
Yeah.
ready to charge in and spend it to whomever he gets it up to kill someone.
yeah.
But it turns out Warriors 3 decided to be fat today and do nothing.
Yeah.
They definitely made some life decisions. So first and foremost, thank you for letting me stream the match, guys. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if you have time. I do have one question uh
Sure.
for
Was
Gurn.
about 21 bad plays.
No, it was
Oh,
actually
no,
just about last round. I don't know if it was just leaving and coming back, which I know like personally when I've had to do that, it like does mess with my perception of the game a little bit.
yeah, my
Um
child was being a huge pain, so I had to go deal with that for a
yeah,
few.
understandable, honestly. So with uh like one round prior where Kingpin and Shang-Chi are, Zemo was standing with a an extract.
Yeah,
Uh
yeah. And the Shang push him away was not a great call because
mhm,
uh, I charged where I did because I was taking the shot at Warriors 3, and it
mhm,
was like this kind of hard to tell, and it was short. But
yeah.
once I saw it was short, I should have just left Zemo there, honestly.
Yeah, I personally I wonder if because like I saw because I think Shang had 5 power.
Hmm.
Maybe there's a world where you just punch and then follow up with a dim mock. If you get 1 damage through on the punch, at least then you can pick up the scroll, and I
Hmm.
think you win
I
last
think
round.
those. I think it's probably a better line. Yeah. Well, the fact that Ironmonger survived is also just
Dude,
kind of like, oh,
Ironmonger held down his side of the board and then said, "Deuces, I'm out. See you later, nerds."
yeah. I mean, I was expecting him to die over there. I mean,
Um,
he didn't, but he got pushed off the point.
yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah, no, going for
Dutch is
Zemo was probably the better call. There were several things that I did that were not optimal this game.
mhm.
My turn one play where I just mismeasured and Shang didn't wasn't in within one of the extract after I pulled the tools is
Yeah.
awful.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, listen, I'll own it. It feels bad when I do it, but it's like,
oh
yeah, that's
yeah.
on me. That's
Nope,
me being
yeah.
sloppy.
That's I mean, which is the one thing like playing both of you the amount of times I have. You're both very good about like, oh no, that's on me. I made a goof. Let's just, take it on the chin and move on, which I think
Yeah,
is, the best way of doing it even like if you want desperately for that thing to have happened.
yeah.
I
I mean,
did like
I'm not that
I do
invested in
like
winning.
that dive.
So.
For what it's worth, I think that dive is really good. Um, because you can't
Yeah,
get pushed closer to Zola, so at least
yeah,
like while he's having to take the walk, you're not really at
yeah.
risk that much.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to put him on top of the trailer because I
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to get pushed like over to here if I failed it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was sloppy. I think there was probably a space there, but
Probably.
I pulled the tools that we looked at. It's like, oh, he's outside of one. Damn it.
Yep. And then I know I said it on stream, so just so Dutch doesn't have to scrub for it. Dutch, you did make a play that I did not anticipate, so you win that goal for this game at least.
Woo.
Hey, small dubs are small dubs.
Leaving
What was the play? What was the play that you
I
didn't
really
expect?
don't even remember, but I think it was and maybe someone in chat remembers off the top of their head, but it was there was something you did I think it was last round where I said I don't think that I thought that Dutch would do this, and it might have been going into a model that I didn't anticipate or something of that nature. Um, but no, I think Grrn, you did a really good job in this end game of setting up a very difficult, kind of almost rat's nest that Dutch had to fight through and do a really good job of fighting through, and Dutch continued to identify those lines that
Yeah,
were solid. So,
yeah,
uh,
no, I agree. Just like when things are left on one, and then they, Echo up here just surviving the Zemo spenders, like,
Yeah,
what,
and not
I
just
don't know.
surviving, but like if I got in the wild,
Yeah,
if I got in the wild on those 6 dice plus the reroll, that would have
mhm,
also meant that Echo
can't.
would then be bleeding as well,
Yeah,
which would have meant Zemo would have been healed 1,
yeah.
which means he only would have taken 2, which means Zemo would have survived, Echo
And
would
I
have bled out.
would died. Yeah, because then I
Which
couldn't double
like
move.
it was like it wasn't even. It's like I needed to push just the 1 damage through. I also needed. I alternatively needed a wild on 6 dice with reroll,
mhm.
and getting none of that is just like. So you didn't see it, but I just basically did the Chuck Norris thumbs up thing. Just
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah, yeah.
superb.
There were a lot of those this game that were, and there were no real huge spikes on either side.
Yeah. I don't think I'm not seeing any additional questions in chat, so I won't keep you guys too much longer here. I'm sure that my wife would like me to go down and relieve her from holding my son,
Yeah,
so she can go do other stuff today. So,
yeah,
thank you for letting me stream once again. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope to see you in some future ones. Have a good night.
yeah. Take it easy, guys.
Yep. See ya.
Dutch always